Okay, next slide. I really like this slide because it gives us a clear understanding as to what the district is using to make their decisions in regards to reopening school campus. So the question about when we open schools is based on the guidelines that are set by our public health authorities, both the California Department of Health and also the County of Los Angeles Public Health Department. The district is also working with scientists from our partners at Stanford, Johns Hopkins, and UCLA to help guide the decision-making process around a safe return to campus. And one of the data sets that LA Unified regularly monitors is the data shared from the California Department of Public Health. The California Department of Public Health shares the data for every county on the website that you see on your screen. And data for each county is shared using the color coding system that you see. And each color defines the risk level, from purple, which is defined as widespread, to yellow, which is minimal. Currently, LA County is in Tier 1, which is purple. In order for schools to reopen, LA County needs to be on the red Tier 2 level for at least 3 weeks. And as previously shared by Superintendent Buettner, the opening of schools for this semester will not be possible. You can visit the California Department of Public Health website for more detailed information and data. Next slide. When you go to this website, you can see the map of the state of California to see how LA County ranks with the rest of the counties. And this information is updated every Tuesday. I did include this link on the chat if you'd like to copy that down. Okay, next slide. So what are the options for your child? What the district is planning is to offer families 2 options for student learning. And we encourage families to select the option that would best suit their children and provide them the best opportunity for safe success. One option is the hybrid learning model. And this model allows students to spend a portion of their day learning in person, on site, face-to-face with a teacher, while the other part of the instructional day will be completed online. And the other option is full online learning, just as students have been participating up to this point. It's currently what we do have in place. So let's take a more in-depth look in regards to the 2 models. So let's look at the hybrid model first, and just keeping in mind that safety remains the priority. Students return to campus for in-person instruction is for a portion of the week with fewer students on campus at any given time. And while on campus, students would remain with the same cohort of students. Students would be completing coursework online when they're not receiving direct in-person instruction. Extended supervision options will be available on campus for students when they're not receiving in-person instruction, although we haven't gotten the specific details in regards to what that extended supervision would actually look like. Meals would be provided daily. This is also something that is continuing to be worked out and planned. We're not looking at students sitting in a cafeteria eating lunch or having breakfast like we have done in the past. It may be more of a grab and go type of meals. But again, those specifics are still being worked out. The important thing to note is that you can opt into an online only learning model at any time. So if you were at this time to choose hybrid learning and decide that online only learning model might work better for your child, then you can opt into that model at any time during the school year. Let's look at online learning now. So with online only learning, your students would participate in all learning online, just like they're doing currently, with a mix of live instruction with a teacher and independent work time. The meals, if families need meals, would be available on campus through Grab and Go. So they would set that up on our campus. And just like in the hybrid learning model, families can opt into a hybrid learning model at designated points in the school on the school calendar. So also based on enrollment, students might attend what they're calling a virtual academy within our community of schools with a teacher from another school. And again, virtual academy, that is something that we don't have really specific details about. Again, this is all going to be based on the number of families that choose online only learning, how many staff members would be returning. So there are a lot of factors that need to be considered. So again, based on enrollment, students might attend a virtual academy within the community of schools with a teacher from another school if we didn't have a large number of parents that were choosing an online only learning model. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. Okay, program selection and timeline. Though we're not looking at reopening school campuses this semester, and we do not yet have a specific date, our staff continues with ongoing planning. And as part of this planning process today, we're going to be sharing information about the Return to Campus Family Guide. During the week of November 16th, you should have received this guide by email, text message, social media, or by US mail. If you did not receive your copy of the Return to Campus Family Guide, I included the link in the chat where you can access the Family Guide. It is in the Family Guide that you're going to find the link to the form for the program selection. So the program selection is going to be completed electronically and submitted electronically. There is a deadline. So by Sunday, December the 6th, we are asking that all families make one selection for each child by submitting the online program selection form. I also included in the link to the selection form. If you don't have access to a computer or are having technical difficulties, you can contact our office and we can complete the program selection form for you. Again, I cannot stress enough how your response is crucial. It is critical that you do complete the selection form because it is this information that will be used by us, the district, in planning for our students' return for whenever that might be, and of course, when it is safe to do so. So again, please note that you can complete the online program selection form in a number of different languages using the same link on the menu in the upper right corner and selecting your preferred language.
Okay. Is that, am I behind?
No, you're
right on. Okay.
You're right on. You're doing a good job, Mrs. Matthews.
I got a little lost there.
Okay, the program selection form. So again, beginning the week of November 16th, the program selection form became available for our families to complete. And again, the deadline for completing the form is December the 6th. On the form, it has 3 questions. It asks you to please select which program you would like for your child to participate in, which students are able to physically return to campus, and that would be either hybrid or virtual. And if available, they're going to ask you if you would have your child participate in on-site supervised care in a hybrid model when they're not receiving direct instruction. Also, the other question that they ask is if your child is eligible for school bus transportation. And this pertains to students that might be attending a magnet program, or maybe a child that has an IEP, an individualized educational program, and we don't have the site at our school. What you will need when completing the form is that you need your child's 10-digit student ID number to complete the selection form. You can find this 10-digit ID number in the parent portal. And also you can find it on the progress report that you just recently received. The student 10-digit ID number is on the report card. And you can also, if need be, you can contact the district hotline. I've included the phone number in the chat, and that is at 213-443-1300. Please note that your child can move from hybrid to online only at any point. And students may move from online only to hybrid only at specified times during the school year. And you would call the school to make a switch. So changes to your selection, of course, are going to be based on available space to ensure that the cohorts remain stable for those selecting a hybrid. So when you receive the family guide, please make sure to review the guide carefully before you make your selection. If you do not submit a selection, by default, students will be placed in a hybrid program. Okay, next slide. All right, so what do I need to do to prepare my child to return to campus when we're given that green light? So first, you want to make sure that you schedule your appointment for a COVID-19 test. It is available for free and is non-invasive. The parent portal, if you haven't registered for the parent portal, very important that you do so because it's fast becoming the central depository for parent information. So please make sure you are registered. I want to also just mention the parent portal is not the same thing as Parent Square, which is the communication platform that we use to communicate with you on an ongoing basis. So this is the parent portal. You can complete the program selection, again, a reminder to complete the online program selection form by Sunday, December the 6th. And again, you may select different options for each one of your children. So you might have a child in middle school and an online model might be more appropriate. And for your elementary school age child, you might choose a hybrid model. When it is safe to return to school, wearing a mask will be required for all who are on campus. So if you haven't done so already and you're considering a hybrid in-person option, you might want to get your child used to practicing wearing a mask because they would be wearing a mask while they are here on campus. Okay, going on to the next. In regards to scheduling your COVID-19 test, you will have the ability to schedule your appointment at one of our testing sites in LAUSD. And the testing site that is available in our community or closest to where to Sherman Oaks is Madison Middle School and also Roy Romer Middle School. And we're showing the addresses there on the screen. Again, you will need your child's student ID number to schedule an appointment. You can find your child's student ID by accessing the parent portal, by calling the parent hotline, or you can call us here at school. Okay. So our commitment to safety is shared in this video, and I would like to take a moment to watch this short 3-minute video clip with information about the safety protocols that we have in place to reinforce the 3 S's for site safety. And we're talking about the screening, the sanitation, and social distancing. So here we go. Welcome to the LA Unified Return to Campus Safety Protocol video. In LA Unified, every day starts with a commitment to safety and the 3 S's: screening, sanitize, and social distancing. It is up to everyone to use the 3 S's to protect their health and the health of others. The first S is for screening. Screening of students, employees, and anyone entering campus. Upon daily arrival to campus, your temperature will be checked. A check-in area for health screening questions will be in place with enough space to maintain privacy. All LAUSD employees and students will check in daily for health screening. If you have a fever, cough, or cold and flu-like symptoms, please do not enter. Return when you are well. The second S is for sanitize. Sanitize frequently. Start with practicing rigorous hand hygiene. Restrooms and hand washing sinks in classrooms will be stocked with soap and paper towels. Hand sanitizer will also be available in locations throughout campus. Frequent cleaning of high-touch surfaces along with disinfecting classroom furniture and other surfaces are being kept clean and sanitized daily with electrostatic misters. And for anyone age 2 and over, a face covering is required. The third S is for social distancing. Keep at least 6 feet between people at all times. Look to signs that mark 6 feet of distance on the floor or wall. When distributing items such as food or devices, also comply with social distancing requirements. Signage and floor markings will be used to help remind us about social distancing, which will be key to nearly every aspect of returning to school, during class, breaks, and lunch periods. These are the 3 S's for site safety: screening, sanitize, social distancing. For detailed information, please review the 3 S's for site safety document. Keeping safe and healthy is everyone's job. Okay.
Okey-dokey.
Let's go to our next slide. You look a little nervous, Miss Matthews.
Let's see what happens.
There you go. Excellent. So what you see here is we've started, as you know, we're receiving our PPE. We're starting to, prepare our campus. Here you see the campus entrance to our office. We have posted the 3 S's, the safety protocols. We're putting our floor decals as reminders for the social distancing. Let's go to the next. And also, we have also installed, in the main office, we've installed plexiglass at the front counter. We have our hand sanitizer. Again, you see on the door reminders to wear face covering, and also reminding, anyone to for social distancing. Go to the next slide. And here you see an example of classroom seating. So what you see here are desks that are marked so that students know where they should be sitting. If we have the space, we will be taking out desks and storing them, but if not, they will be clearly marked so that students don't sit at certain desks, so that we are maintaining that 6 feet of distance. Please, notice that all the seats are facing in the same direction. Students are all wearing a mask, and classroom capacity will be limited to ensure enough space for social distancing. So based on the square footage of classrooms, that will drive the number of students that will be in that cohort. Okay. And also we're starting to mark our water fountains, because the water fountains will not be accessible to our students. Students will be bringing water bottles from home. The district is also providing bottled water. So cases of bottled water have already been delivered, and we've had 2 cases of bottled water currently in each classroom as a start. Okay. And also pathways of travel will be clearly marked in the hallways and passages and outside. So here, this is our hallway in the primary building, and you see the arrows marking the direction of travel. Okay. So we want you to make sure that you are staying connected. So please, continue to visit our website at ShermanOaksElementaryCharter.com. You can also call us here at the office, because we are here in the office at area code 818-784-8283. Or you can always reach out to me, and I have my email here on the screen, com8016@lausd.net. Okay, so let's take a moment and we'll go to the chat and see if there are any questions that we are able to answer for you. So,
All right, here we go. Will there be a way to find out what our child's current teacher is doing? Like if they're doing hybrid or online or vice versa?
So right now, the district is still working with our labor partners and UTLA, the teacher union, and the teachers are completing a questionnaire as well in regards to their plans in regards to hybrid or online learning. So I guess what I can say is there is no guarantee that your child would have the same teacher. Of course, we want to try and maintain that they have the same teacher and have that consistency, but there are a lot of factors that need to be taken into consideration. So that being said, a lot of it also depends on the parent questionnaires as to how many families are going to be returning physically to campus, how many are opting for the online learning. So maybe closer to when negotiations are complete and we have a definite answer, we would know which teachers would be doing online learning or hybrid. So I don't have a clear answer to your question, and I do apologize for that.
Another question is, do the teachers teach online and the kids in the classroom at the same time?
So again, the specifics as to what a hybrid model would look like have not been, that's what they're working out right now with our labor partners. So when we talk about a hybrid model, there is still a lot of talk in regards to what that would actually look like. A couple of the discussion is it could be a morning and an afternoon cohort, or it could be alternate days. So I don't know if the expectation would be that if there is, alternate days, that the teacher would be responsible for the at home and also on the online. So I don't have the specifics in regards to what the hybrid model would actually look like.
Okay, and if a parent is having issues accessing the parent portal?
Please give us a call here at the office and we can help you troubleshoot that, or we can put you in touch with who can, usually we're able to resolve the issue. So I would say, number one, please first call us here at the office and we can certainly help you access the parent portal.
Okay, I think you answered most of these. There's a question about, the 3 S's and special ed. How is that going to be implemented K through 2 in special ed, the 3 S's?
I'm not quite sure what the question is asking, unless they're in speaking in regards to a student that might have some specific health issues. I think that would be something that we would have to look into separately. But the policy, or what the district and going by the California Department of Health guidelines, students are required to wear a mask. And that is why we do, ask parents to start getting their children used to wearing a mask, because it's going to be, a challenge, for our little ones, and also possibly for our students with special needs. But if there is a specific health question, I mean, that is something that we're going to have to consider and look at separately.
Okay, the website for the COVID test, which is actually in this chat, but we can repost that. And you can also go to the LAUSD, the main website, and type in, that you want to take a COVID test, and all the information will pop up. So they also were curious about the supervision or the daycare in the hybrid model. Is that through SOPA, like an after-school program during school? Wait, is that through SOPA, like an after-school program during?
So our Sherman Oaks Parent Association, the daycare that they provide is parents. That is paid. Parents pay for that daycare. If you're talking about referring to Kids Center, when the district is talking about after school supervision, it would be done through Beyond the Bell. And again, we don't know exactly what that would look like. Again, that's going to be based on how many parents answer the program selection and their mark that supervision would be needed. So again, that's the important, is having those numbers so that the district can plan. So when we talk about after school supervision, we are talking about Beyond the Bell supervision, unless you've registered or enrolled your child in Kids Center, which is a paid, daycare. And again, they would be following the same guidelines from the California Department of Health.
Okay, I think maybe this would be a good one to, oh, looks like we just popped in a couple more.
Okay.
So this came up the other day, wanting to know exactly when the district's going to know what things are going to look like, because it's hard to fill out the
program selection.
Their program selection if you don't really know, what it's going to look like. So I don't know if you have any recommendations for that.
Well, know that the district and we are doing everything to prepare our campus so that it is safe for our students to return. Really, you're looking at, is your child going to thrive? You've had an experience now how your child is doing with online learning, or do you think that coming to school in person would be be better for your child? I guess knowing that if it's not working out, that you can opt and change at any time. It is a good thing, but there are a lot of unknowns. But we will be doing everything that we can in our power to make sure that our campus is safe for our children to return. And yeah, I apologize. I do wish I had more definite answers, but this is a first for all of us.
Let's see. Where was the last one? They were curious about, enrichment classes. If a child's going to hybrid, we're here on campus and we're doing the hybrid model, will enrichment still be happening? Will it look the
yes,
same?
It will look differently. So there will not, our students or a class of students would not be going to a class for enrichment. the enrichment teacher would be coming to the classroom to provide enrichment. So our students would stay with the same cohort, and they would not be moving from area to go to enrichment. It would all be done in their classroom. So our goal is to maintain and keep our wonderful enrichments for our students. It's just going to be look a little differently. Instead of students going to music class or to art class or to dance, it'll be coming to them.
How about for special education mainstreaming? Is that going to be possible? Mainstreaming a student in a hybrid model? Or I guess online doesn't specify.
So if all of our special ed students, they need a certain amount of mainstreaming. So yes, we would have to provide that for our students, whether they are doing online or if they're doing hybrid.
Okay, and will there be outdoor classrooms?
I have not heard anything about outdoor classrooms. There's been talk about putting tents on our campus and providing a lunch area, so there's an open, but again, it's just talk, nothing definite. And I think we'll start to maybe get more definite information once we know what families are feeling and what staff is considering, and also again, once negotiations are complete.
Yeah.
And again, if you have any, if any questions come up later on, and if, please feel free to give me a call. Again, I'm here at school. You can email me, you can give me a call, and I will do my best to get that answer for you. All right. So I'd like to thank everyone once again for joining us today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. A reminder that we do have our virtual holiday program on Friday, December the 18th. It'll be at 9:00 a.m. We also will be recording that so that in the event that you're not able to join us at 9:00 for the program, you will be able to view it at a later day and time. And we have then 3 weeks of vacation, and we will return back on January the 11th. And again, I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for your support, for your patience, for your flexibility. We couldn't do this without you. And just know that we will get through this. Just got to hang in there and just keep working together. So thank you very much again from all of the staff here at Sherman Oaks Elementary Charter. Thank you.
Thank you.